our Live at 3 Search for a Star.
During the summer and autumn, we held auditions and preliminary heats. Hundreds of acts applied, and about 50 of them made it to the semi-finals in the early part of the winter.
Well, now, with spring in the air, we look at the 10 finalists whose careers we hope will blossom and grow as a result of their appearances on Live at 3.
But as far as our final is concerned, it's winner takes all. The winning act will be taking home an offer to make a record, a cheque from Live at 3 for £1,000, and this exquisite Search for a Star trophy, specially commissioned from Tipperary Crystal.
We have assembled a distinguished panel of judges for you. The first is a lady who has collected many awards and indeed is one of our top recording artists. She has only recently made a very welcome return to the scene following a car crash last year. A great friend of Live at 3, Louise Morrissey. Now you have seen our beautiful Tipperary Crystal trophy. The man who brought it up from Tipperary today brought it with him. He's a veteran of many talent shows and a man with proven business sense. From Tipperary Crystal, Ken Barry. I'm pleased to say that our next judge still sings for her supper on occasions, but after an illustrious career as a performer that included singing our entry in the Eurovision Song Contest, she is now best known as a vivacious and entertaining presenter on both radio and television. Our good friend and colleague, Maxie. Our next judge is a man who's written the hits that have made the reputations of some of our biggest acts. Songs like The Fields of Athenry, Dublin in the Rare Old Times, The Ferryman, McCrory, and many, many more. Ladies and gentlemen, Pete St. John. We're very proud on Live at 3 that we have launched the television careers of very many acts. In the last 7.5 years, we've made about 2,500 bookings. Now, a lot of those acts were getting their first break with us. They include Daniel O'Donnell, Mick Flavin, Declan Nerney, in fact, nearly all of the bright new stars. The man who presides over Live at 3 and who keeps a very close eye on our music, and in particular this competition, is the editor of Live at 3 and daytime programmes, Noel Smith. Now, whilst we all have the utmost confidence in our judges, my arithmetic is another matter altogether. So we have engaged a seasoned scrutineer whose abilities can rival even those of the fabled RTE computer, picked for his probity and his mathematical prowess, Paddy Good.
And now on with the competition. Our first competing act, Act A, is a young man from Lismore in County Waterford. He comes from a large and musical family. In fact, his older brother, Finbar, came second in last year's Search for a Star. And like him, he's also a talented country singer. And the song he's chosen is written in stone. So a warm welcome, please, from Michael Humphries.
Down to the riverside where the water runs slow and wide. There's a big old rock out in the meadow, and I took my hammer and chisel, worked all night so you could see just how much you mean to me. Carved your name right next to mine, and it'll be there till the end of time, and my love will last at least that long. It's written in stone how I feel for you. It's written in stone what I want to do. Spending my life and my life hereafter loving you. And darling, if I live to be 100, or if we don't make it half that long, I want you to know what I feel for you. It's written in stone. On the edge of town, when I was a kid, I found two names on a stone together, lying side by side forever. It was then and there I knew, if I ever thought a love was true, I'd surely want to write it down on something that would be around when all the spoken words had come and gone. It's written in stone how I feel for you. It's written in stone what I want to do. Spending my life on the life hereafter loving you. And darling, if I live to be 100, or if we don't make it half that long, I want you to know what I feel for you. It's written in stone. Life has come and gone. Our love will still be written in stone. How I feel for you is written in stone. I want to do spending my life and the life hereafter loving you. And darling, if I live to be 100, or if we don't make it half that long, I want you to know what I feel for you is written in stone. I want you to know what I feel for you is written in stone. It's written in stone. It's written in stone.
That was contestant A, Michael Humphries. Act B hails from Ballyconnell in County Cavan. They're two sisters. They've been working together professionally for the last couple of years. One of them, Magella, is studying music, and the other, Lorraine, is swatting away for her leaving cert. Today, they've taken time off from their studies to perform What's Up. Ladies and gentlemen, Endless Chords.
25 years and my life is still trying to get that great big hill of hope for a destination. I realized quickly when I knew I should that this hope was made of this brotherhood of man, for whatever that means. Until I cry sometimes when I'm lying in bed just to get it all out, what's in my head. And are you feeling a little peculiar? Until I wake in the morning and I step outside and I take a deep breath, then I get real high and I scream from the top of my lungs, what's going on? And I said, hey, yeah, 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 hey, yeah. step outside and I take a deep breath and I get real high and I scream from the top of my lungs, what's going on? And I says, hey, yeah, 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 hey, yeah, yeah. I said, hey, what's going on? And I said, hey, yeah, 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 hey, yeah, yeah. I said, hey, what's going on? 25 years and I feel still trying to get that great big hill of hope for a destination.
That was Act B, the duo Endless Chords. Act C is a young man who was born in London of Caribbean parents. He's worked as a backing vocalist for Aretha Franklin, Kool and the Gang, and Eddie Grant. He's been living and singing in Ireland for the last 4 years or so and would like to have his own band here. So, to sing Unchained Melody, would you welcome, please, Patrick Charles?
Godspeed your love.
Patrick Charles. Act D is a young commie chef from Ballybracken, South County Dublin. In fact, she cooked my lunch a few months ago in a local hostelry, purely by coincidence. But music is the food of love, and that's where she'd like to make her career. She has her own band, Instinct, and indeed she writes some original material. But today she's performing the Sinead O'Connor hit, Nothing Compares to You. Would you welcome, please, Lisa Kendrick.
It's been 7 hours and 15 days since you took your love away. I go out every night and I sleep all day since you took your love away. Since you've been gone, I can do whatever I want. I can see whoever I choose. I can eat my dinner in a fancy restaurant. But nothing, I said nothing can take away these blues. Because nothing compares to you. It's been so lonely without you here. I'm like a bird without a song. Nothing can stop these lonely tears from falling. Tell me, baby, where did I go wrong? And I can put my arms around every boy I see. They only remind me of you. I went to the doctor and guess what he told me? Guess what he told me? He said, get better, try to help them, no matter what you do. But he's a fool because nothing compares to but I'm willing to give it another try.
That was Act D, Lisa Kendrick. Well, our next act, Act E, are from Ederney in County Fermanagh. They are 3 brothers, which is possibly why they sound so well in harmony. They've been playing semi-professionally now for about 5 years, and they range in age from just 14 up to 20. So will you welcome, please, with Steppin' All Over My Heart, the Milligan Brothers.
where you're going. You're stepping all over my heart. Watch where you're going. You're breaking my whole world apart. You don't love me. You fool around from the start. It's plain to see you don't love me. You're stepping all over my heart. If cheating's the name of the game, then I can't get more of the same. You hurt me, you left me before. Don't come back and hurt me no more. Watch where you're going. You're stepping all over my heart. It's plain to see you don't love me. You're stepping all over my heart. Love is the word that means very little to you. Love is the word that means being faithful and true. And you are to be loving and tender to me. It's plain to see you don't love me. You're stepping all over my heart. If cheating's the name of the game, then I can't get more of the same. You hurt me, you left me before. Don't come back and hurt me no more. Watch where you're going. You're stepping all over my heart. It's plain to see you don't love me. You're stepping all over my heart. It's plain to see you don't love me. You're stepping all over my heart.
That was Act E, the Milligan Brothers. You've now seen 5 of our 10 competing acts. We've got 5 more for you. They're waiting to give it their best shot, and you can see them right after this short break. So join us in one moment for part 2 of the Live at 3 Search for a Star.
And you're welcome back. You're watching the grand final of our Live at 3 Search for a Star, and we've just enjoyed the performances of our first 5 acts. It's time now to hear the remaining 5. Act F are seasoned performers. They were instrumental in starting the Athy International Bluegrass Festival, and they were the first Irish band to be invited to play the Festival of Bluegrass in Kentucky. So will you welcome with the Blue Velvet Band, the Flint Hill Boys.
She planted the evidence on me, the girl in the blue velvet band. And I heard the scream of the siren and the girl in the blue velvet band. She left me to face all this trouble with a diamond that was worth 10 grand. They sent me to prison for stealing. God knows I'm an innocent man, but the guilty one now is smiling. Oh, the girl in the blue velvet band. I'll be out in a year and I'm leaving, but I carry the name of a man who spent 20 years in this prison for the girl in the blue velvet band.
That was Act F, the Flint Hill Boys. Act G is in a very different style. He cut his teeth in the local musical societies around his native County Carlow. Now, the man from Greg Cullen has taken it up full-time and has already made a number of professional appearances. Will you welcome, asking the question, have you ever been in love? Paul Hennessy.
In the morning light, half awake and half asleep, have you ever laid there thinking, was it all in a dream? But you reach out and she's there, every moment, everywhere. Have you ever been in love? Have you ever felt how far a heart can fall? Have you ever stayed up waiting for a telephone call just to hear her say hello? 'Cause you miss each other so. Have you ever been in love? Have there been times to laugh, times you really want to cry, finding reasons to believe her, 'cause you die a little if she lied. When in times of doubt, have you ever tried to work it out? Still she leaves you wondering what it's all about. And when she's far away, have you ever felt the need to stray? You try it and then discover that it just doesn't pay. For with her you can be true. Yes, with her you can be you. Have you ever been in love? Have there been times to laugh, times you really want to never been in love.
And that was Act G, Paul Hennessy. Act H is a man with a history in this competition. In 1990, he came second by just 1 point. He formed his own band and has released 3 albums, but he decided to give us another try and has worked his way through to the finals again, having gone through all the heats. So with a song called Love Me, will you welcome, please, the return of Patrick Roach.
I read a note my grandma wrote back in 1923. Grandpa kept it in his coat and he showed it once to me. He said, boy, you might not understand, but a long, long time ago, Grandma's daddy didn't like me none, but I loved your grandma so. We had this crazy plan to meet and run away together, get married in the first town we came to and live forever, but nailed to the tree where we were supposed to meet instead. I found this letter, and this is what it said. If you get there before I do, don't give up on me. I'll meet you when my chores are true. I don't know how long I'll be, but I'm not gonna let you down. Darling, wait and see. And between now and then, till I see you again, I'll be loving you. Love me. I read those words just hours before my grandma passed away, in the doorway of a church where me and Grandpa stopped to pray. I know I'd never seen him cry in all my 15 years, but as he read those words to her, his eyes filled up with tears. If you get there before I do, don't give up on me. I'll meet you when my chores are true. I don't know how long I'll be, but I'm not gonna let you down. Darling, wait and see. And between now and then, till I see you again, I'll be loving you. Love me. Yes, between now and then, till I see you again, I'll be loving you. Love me.
That was Act H, Patrick Roach. But he's not the only one in this final that we've seen before. Act I entered our competition first in 1990, but she didn't make it to a final until 1992 when she came third. Well, now her voice has matured and her experience with us has helped her develop her own style. You can judge for yourself when you hear the song Summer Fly, performed by Jackie Hartnett.
Jackie Hartnett. Act J is our 10th and final competing act. In an industry dominated by rock, pop and country music, we were surprised to find a young man so heavily under the influence of Frank Sinatra, Tony Bennett and Nat King Cole. He's also sung opera. A very sophisticated act indeed, ladies and gentlemen, from Castlegar in County Galway. A welcome for Garrett Phillips.
Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I wanna be a part of it. New York, New York. These vagabond shoes are longing to stray right through the very heart of it. New York, New York. Oh, I wanna wake up in the city up to you, New York, New York, New York.
That was Act J, Garrett Phillips, and it concludes the list of acts competing in this year's Live at 3 Search for a Star final. But we have more for you, including a guest appearance by last year's winners who've just released their first CD. They are Papa Hobo. In the meantime, our judges will be locked in a sealed room and deprived of food and drink until we get a result. Because this year's final is now in their hands. You can get their marks and find out the name of this year's winning act when you join us in 1 moment for part 3 of the grand final of the Live at 3 Search for a Star.
And you're welcome back to part 3 of the Live at 3 Search for a Star grand final. We've seen all 10 of the competing acts and they're waiting patiently for the judges' decision. Our special guests know exactly what all 10 of those acts are going through because about a year or so ago, they were competing and seeking a break. They've just released the album that we hope will propel them to stardom. Will you welcome with Sweet Melissa, Papa Hobo.
Why does the rain feel so good falling on my face? I feel so strange, am I in love? Oh God, I'm falling. Never thought I would. Her lips so warm, her eyes are so inviting. Restless charms set my heart, my soul's on fire. Sweet Melissa, close your eyes, see what love sends you. Some say lovers can be blind, I'm totally blinded by your love, sweet Melissa. I love you. Ooh, oh, ooh, oh, oh. I love you. Ooh, oh, ooh, oh. I felt her tremble in my arms, her eyes filled with tears. My precious love could tell no lies, her silence made it clear. Sweet Melissa, don't you cry, I understand. Another man's arms, sweet Melissa, always
A terrific young band, Papa Hobo, on their way, we are quite sure, to stardom, with a track from an album that came as a direct result of their win last year in our Live at 3 Search for a Star. That new album, by the way, is called I Can See God. But it's time now to find out who's going to win this year. Going to win the trophy, the cheque for £1,000, the chance to bring out a record. Let me explain our judging system, because it's tough on both our judges and indeed our competitors. Each judge will be called upon in turn to deliver their marks. The best act in the view of that judge will receive 10 points, the next 9 points, and so on down to 1 point. We'll hear the allocation of points in ascending order.
And so on with the judging. We go now to our first judge, Louise Morrissey. Louise, can we have your votes, please?
Yes. Act D, 1 vote. Act C, 2 votes. Act B, 3 votes. Act E, 4 votes. Act F, 5 votes. Act G, 6 votes. Act J, 7 votes. Act H, 8 votes. Act A, 9 votes. And Act I, 10 votes.
Thank you, Louise.
Jackie Hartnett and followed by Michael Humphries there in Louise's judgment, but plenty of judges to come next.
Indeed. And so we move on to our second judge, Ken Barry. Can we have your votes, please?
Act E, 1 vote. Act F, 2 votes. Act C, 3 votes. Act B, 4 votes. Act D, 5 votes. Act G, 6 votes. Act J, 7 votes. Act H, 8 votes. Act A, 9 votes. And Act I, 10 votes.
Well, the computer shuffles the board there and shows us Jackie Hartnett still holding her lead, followed by Michael Humphries.
Right, and now we move on to our third judge, Maxie. Can we have your votes, please?
Certainly. Act B, 1 vote. Act I, 2 votes. Act F, 3 votes. Act C, 4 votes. Act D, 5 votes. Act E, 6 votes. Act G, 7 votes. Act H, 8 votes. Act A, 9 votes. Act J, 10 votes.
Well now. Our picture has changed dramatically. Michael Humphries has now taken the lead, 3 points ahead of Patrick Roach and Gareth Phillips. Jackie Hartnett has slipped into 4th position.
And so we move on to our next judge, Pete St. John. Pete, can we have your votes, please?
You certainly can. Act D, 1 vote. Act B, 2 votes. Act F, 3 votes. Act I, 4 votes. Act E, 5 votes. Act C, 6 votes. Act G, 7 votes. Act H, 8 votes. Act J, 9 votes. And Act A, 10 votes.
Wow.
Thank you, Pete.
Now you can see the top cluster on our scoreboard. Michael Humphries is leading with 37 votes. Gareth Phillips has 33. Patrick Roach has 32.
And this indeed could decide our winner, Derek. We move on to our final judge, Noel Smith. Can we have your votes, please, Noel?
Yes. Act D, 1 vote. Act F, 2 votes. Act B, 3 votes. Act C, 4 votes. Act E, 5 votes. Act G, 6 votes. Act H, 7 votes. Act J, 8 votes. Act I, 9 votes. And Act A, 10 votes.
Ladies and gentlemen, was the final adjudication. Our scrutineer is happy with that. We have a winner. This year's Search for a Star winner is Michael Humphries. Here he comes. Well done, young man. Well done. Well done indeed. Your brother Finbar was second last year. There'll be no living with you now. Yeah. This, I hope, is going to be the start of an illustrious career. And you have our sincerest congratulations.
Thanks very much, Terry.
All right. It's also a great pleasure to call upon the man who actually has the trophy, the offer of the record, and indeed a cheque. I know it's of no consequence to you, but it's a cheque for £1,000. Would you welcome, please, RTE's Director of Television, Liam Miller.
The other necessary details are inside, and on behalf of RTE, I want to congratulate you as our fifth winner, and to congratulate everyone who participated. I think that this is one of the very special events that Live at 3 are involved in, and one of those treats that they bring every year to their very, very dedicated and loyal audience every afternoon of the week. And I want to congratulate all involved, Noel Smith and all of his team in daytime TV. And to you, very well done.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Liam.
I have learned always, Liam, to leave the last word to Thelma.
Thanks very much indeed, Derek. And what a wonderful collection of talent we've seen here on this show. But of course, there can only be one winner. And heartiest congratulations once again to Michael Humphries. But there are a few thank yous that we want to make. We would like to thank all the hundreds of acts who actually took part in the competition. Now, you may not have been successful this time. Better luck next year. And to the musicians who supported those acts throughout. And indeed, a special word of thanks too for the hospitality and the courtesy shown to us by the people who gave us the various venues. We couldn't have done this show without support from you all, and sincere thanks once again. And all that really remains for me now to do is to call on the reprise. So let's hear it for the winner of the 1994 Live at 3 Search for a Star, Mr. Michael Humphries, singing Written in Stone.
Take you down to the riverside where the water runs slow and wide. There's a big old rock out in the middle. Yeah, I took my hammer and chisel, worked all night so you could see just how much you mean to me. I carved your name right next to mine. It'll be there till the end of time, and my love will last at least that long. It's written in stone how I feel for you. It's written in stone what I wanna do. Spending my life and the life hereafter loving you. And darling, if I live to be 100, or if we don't make it half that long, I want you to know what I feel for you. It's written in stone. There's a place on the edge of town. When I was a kid, I found two names on a stone together, lying side by side forever. It was then there I knew if I ever thought a love was true, I'd surely want to write it down on something that would be around when all the spoken words had come and gone. It's written in stone how I feel for you. It's written in stone what I want to do. Spending my life and the life hereafter loving you. And darling, if I live to be 100, or if we don't make it half that long, I want you
Absolutely splendid.